People of the Purple Butterfly here, otherwise known as People of 7 on Twitter and YouTube, people elsewhere on the internet. Whew. My soaps located at PurpleButterfly-soaps.myshopify.com. Whew. My blog, PurpleButterfly-people.blogspot.com. And I'm mixing lye water. I've already heated up my oils. I usually do that with a mask on and a shield on and long sleeves. But yeah, we need to find a different thing for long sleeves, because if I'm going to be making soap and there's 84 degrees outside, yeah, that's not going to work. And of course my bonnet will be on, which means the wig had to come off. Hold on, my ear is trying to escape. Yeah. And what I did was I heated up. Oh, you can't see me, can you? Let me scoot this forward. Yeah, there we go. I heated up my oils. They're at 171 degrees right now. And my lye water is at 210, so they both have to cool completely down before I even touch it. I'm using the little red bowl because the bowl that I'm going to use is going to be an in-the-pot swirl with a bunch of shout-out colors in the tall, narrow Chauncey mode. The bowl that I use for in-the-pot swirls will not fit in my microwave because it's this big. So I got the oils heated. The lard was frozen. The olive oil and the coconut oil were basically room temperature, but they still had to blend and melt all at the same time. So I stuck it in the microwave for a total of 8 minutes. 5 minutes wasn't long enough, so I gave it another 3 minutes. And then it left a little couple of chunks of the lard, so I just went ahead and stirred it until that melted. Now it's sitting over there waiting. The lye water is still cloudy. It's waiting. And then I'm going to put it with Maniacal Pea, Caribbean Blue, Seafoam Green, Into the Mist, which is a silver glitter, along with some TKB micronized glitter, so it'll give it the silver. Red, the red is Voodoo by Nat Micas. It's not a true red, but it's not a pink either. It's kind of in between. It's a nice mix. There's going to be lavender. I didn't have a lavender, but I did have ultramarine purple or ultramarine violet as titanium dioxide, so I mixed the two together until I got a close to lavender purple. And then there's pumpkinhead orange and bright yellow raincoat, which is a really bright yellow. Did I get everything? Hold on, I'll go double check right quick. Okay, lavender, seafoam green, silver, which is the Into the Mist. Oh yeah, black. I was going to use black oxide because I'm going, what happened to my charcoal? Turns out the charcoal was right on the table next to where I was sitting, so I switched that out. I poured the black oxide back into the little container, and I'm using just a teeniest scoop of charcoal black, because charcoal, if you use a regular measure, will take over. I have these little micro spoons that are 0.15 milliliters, I think it is. I'll just show you one. Hold on. I'll just take it right out the sink. Yeah. Okay, the red is Voodoo, the yellow is Bright Yellow Raincoat, the other green is Maniacal Pea, and then the orange is Pumpkin Orange. So those are the colors. Someone sent me a picture where they was describing the colors that they wanted of this stone that's gorgeous called Bloodstone. Never seen anything like it. I think I want one. But anyway, this is what I usually measure my colors with. Make sure you can see that. And this is what I measured the charcoal with, because the charcoal will make a color just as strong with this little bit as I get when I use a whole scoop. Because, well, charcoal and black oxide will take over your soaps if you don't limit how you put it in there. So I wanted traces of black. There's not going to be a lot of black in the soap. It's going to be an accent, but black tends to take over. So I'm using just this teeny little bit compared to the normal amounts. So yeah. And I'm also going to put it in a little 4-ounce cup compared to the other cups that hold up to 12 ounces. So that way I don't end up mixing a lot of it on top of it. So that way it can't take over. It can only do what it's allowed to do. And this whole house smells amazing because, yeah, the scent is called Best Friends. It's like a peachy strawberry. But this is the cup I have the charcoal in. The rest of the cups are this size. See the difference? So, yeah. In the meantime, I'm going to give that an hour or two. Might have a couple of snacks in between since I've already had lunch and I'm waiting on stuff to cool down. Gonna call my grandson because, well, he's a good way to pass the time. He's funny, he's adorable, and today he tried a lemon. Or specifically, he stole a lemon from out of the refrigerator. I think he thought it was an orange. And when it told me, he said, "My God, he just grabbed a lemon." I said, "Let him." She goes, "He ain't gonna be wasting my lemon." I was like, "No, let him and record it." Because that's a lesson you only learn once. And he did the same thing Toby did. He took a bite, went, like, that's not what I thought it was, and then took another bite and just kept doing it until he finally gave up and ran out the room with this look on his face. When Toby speaks, it was pepper sauce, specifically Tabasco. She snatched it off the table, took a taste of it, didn't like it, took another taste of it, didn't like it, tried to chug it. And I'm like, "Earl, I think she likes this stuff." And he goes, "Don't worry, when it comes out the other end, she won't like it no more." And I didn't have it on tape. Back then, in those days, there was no such thing as a video camera on your phone. I mean, that was 30 years ago. So you either had to have a big video camera or you had to have your memories. So that's one of the things that's in my memory. But I said, that's how he learns. If nothing else, he'll look at the color, he'll remember that taste, and her lemons will be safe from now on. Because lemons, great taste when you add sugar. He's 2. He don't know that yet. Anyway, this is People7 on Twitter and YouTube, People elsewhere on the internet. My soaps located PurpleButterfly-soaps.myshopify.com. My blog, PurpleButterfly-people.blogspot.com. Y'all stay blessed, stay tuned. Bye now. It's soap day. By the way, how you like my hair? I was literally playing around in it, and next thing I know, I had put it in this hairstyle. And when I looked in the mirror, you know how you hold the mirror like this while you take a picture like that? All the back has literally grown out, and some of the front has grown out where you can see the roots. So basically, it looks like I got black hair with pink braids sitting on top of it. And I ain't mad at it. But look how bright the color still is. This is still the Eero pink. It's only faded to a point where it's like slightly blonde right here at the roots. Everything else is still as vibrant. So yeah, this color is a keeper. I still have about, because it's been 4 weeks, I still have a few more weeks to go before it's time to do the roots for the color. I think because there's already grown out an inch, since the color is staying bright, vibrant, I think I'm just going to go ahead and wait for a full 2 months before I do the roots and then apply more Eero because it's holding that long. And I don't mind if the roots are, it'll have that ombre effect. I don't care about that. As long as it's pink somewhere where I can see and not faded out to that dingy blonde color, I'm good with that. Y'all stay blessed and stay tuned. My stomach just growled, so even though I just had lunch, I'm going to go eat something else. Bye now.